So, today we're doing UK snacks. We done UK sweets last time. We're going to go over some of these you may recognise. I don't know which parts of the world some of these items are. How some of them are very specific to the UK. I can see a Greggs sausage roll. I have a Greggs sausage roll right here. Now, mini eggs. A classic round about the Easter time. Mini eggs are pretty great. Sadly, we can't get them all year. But when you have them, they're so good. You have to put them in an S tier. They are great. Something about bit strange here. That some people might be a bit upset by. I have a bit of a phobia with crisps, and it is very weird because I like some crisps, but they are very specific, like oddly specific. For instance, I can see Walker's cheese and onion. They're okay. I can eat them. But Walker salt and vinegar, no thank you. D tier. It is just, it's the smell, it's the feel, it's just a whole bunch of things. And do you know how you get the heebie-jeebies where you're just like, ugh? That's kind of how I feel about it. Moving on. A caramel, Tunnocks caramel wafer. Banging, class. I would say that's how should we say? A delicacy of Scotland's. They're banging. And they're pretty cheap. S tier. Greggs sausage roll. Probably the greatest invention of all time. That's going in first place. Yes, I have the Dorito emote blocked because it makes me feel sick. Jaffa cakes. Pretty good. I used to adore Jaffa cakes. I absolutely adored Jaffa cakes. But I'm going to drop them in an A tier. A high A tier, but an A tier nonetheless. Custard creams. A classic in the UK. Such a simple product. You've got like two biscuits. And you've got like a thin cream layer in the middle. They're pretty good. I'll put them in an A tier. Penguins. Now, penguins are, again, a double biscuit like kind of layer. And then you've got like a chocolate filling in the middle. But it's also wrapped in chocolate as well. If you like chocolate, they're pretty good. I'm probably going to put this in A tier because penguins are pretty banging. I'd actually put them above custard creams because I do prefer a penguin over a custard cream. Custard creams are actually pretty good to dip in your tea as well. Now, Starbar. Starbar's alright. It's kind of caramel, chewy. Does it have nuts in it? I don't actually remember. Middle of the board. It's alright. It's pretty good. Jammy Dodgers. Jammy Dodgers. There's a bit of a trend here. Double biscuit layers with a filling in the middle. But this is kind of like jam. This one in particular is the raspberry jam one. You get a bunch of different flavors. I've seen like apple ones. Like, maybe no. Just stick to the raspberry jam Jammy Dodger. High A tier. High A tier. A McVitie's Gold Bar. It's a biscuit with a caramel. I think it's caramel flavor, kind of chocolate coating around the outside. I don't even know how to describe them, but they are delicious. So good. So good. Doritos are the worst invention in history. I can hate them. Actually, I'll tell you a story. I used to work at McDonald's, and the job role I had was, I was basically the person who would greet the customers. I would help customers like make their orders like on the self-order screens, and I would generally just keep the place tidy, like clean the tables, clean people's trays, clean the toilets, that kind of thing. Now, there was one evening we had a group of teenagers in, and these teenagers, as most teenagers in the UK, were arseholes, right? And if yous are watching this, fuck yous, right? It was horrible. They opened up a bag of Doritos. The blue ones, I don't know what they're called, like the original. And they just burst everywhere, all over this table. This smell, I almost like threw up, right? Thankfully, there was another colleague on shift with me at the point. Now, I feel I had proved my worth. I've shown that I would clean just about anything. Shite, easy. Sick, easy. Piss, easy. Right? But Doritos, no thank you. I'll clean anybody's shite before I clean up some Doritos. So I've had to awkwardly go up to him and be like, right, this is probably going to sound really weird here, but can you deal with those crisps? He was like, eh. I was like, I've cleaned everything else on that table, underneath, all around, but I can't deal with the crisps. And I explained to him, like, the basically the phobia of me and crisps. And he just looked so perplexed, so confused, that I was just like, yeah, I know it's weird, but he's like, oh no, it's chill, dude. Like, I'll go do it. He was lovely about it. He just looked really confused, understandably so, because it's weird. So yeah, that's the story about me and Doritos. Skittles, A tier. In fact, I'd put them high A tier. Tea cakes in at number 1. No argument. If you watched the UK sweets tier list I done, you'll know why. Skips can go in the skip. Picnic, B tier. Wotsits is another one I can potentially eat. It's very rare though, so they're going in C. Those are one that I can potentially bear with, but I think that's just because I was kind of fed them as a child. As I say, it's weird. Wine gums, I think they're kind of overrated. They're alright. They're alright. B tier. Cheese and onion is another one. I can eat them more than Wotsits, but not very often. Dairy milk, I love dairy milk. It's going up there. Hula hoops is another similar to this. Doritos can go in the bin. Wispa is amazing. Would I compare it to Mini? Nah. I'll put it high A. Put it high A. As will I Twix. Twixes are pretty good. Oreos. I went through a phase where I just loved Oreos. All I would eat was just Oreos. I'd eat like a whole packet in like 10 minutes. I'd just eat. I'm going to put them low S tier. See, Hula Hoops, A tier, fair. They are one of the crisps that I can eat, but it's, yeah. Milky Bar, S tier. They're so good. Kit Kats, they're good, but they're overrated. I know I got a lot of hate last time for that. I'd probably prefer a penguin over a Kit Kat, to be honest. Mini rolls are pretty good. I'll just put them in A tier. They're pretty good. Fruit pastels, S tier. They're amazing. Monster Munch can go in the bin. Bourbon biscuits, right? These are basically custard creams, but chocolate. It's the best way, and I do prefer them over custard creams. Cream egg, A tier. Similar with the last video. If you remember how to scan a barcode on a cream egg, you can't. So you remember the barcode, 50201600. I work in a shop. It makes sense. Bounty. I love a Bounty. Absolutely love a Bounty. Again, that was one that caused a bit of controversy last time. Jelly beans. I don't get on well with jelly beans, especially the Bean Boozle beans. I make McVitie's Hobnob. I don't even know how to describe these, but they're kind of like, why did the word gristly come into my head? That is not the way to describe a hobnob. Like, kind of. If you're ever in the UK, try a hobnob. I know the name might sound a bit like dodgy, like, oh, try a hobnob. Might sound a bit dodgy, but trust me, they are great. They're going in an S tier. Hobnob is like a dry oat biscuit, indeed. They're so good. Walkers can go in bin. Doritos can go in the bin. Flake. A Flake's pretty good. I'll put it low A tier. Mars bar, again, A tier. Peanut M&Ms, right? Peanut M&Ms, I would probably put a high B tier. But if it's the crispy M&Ms, that would be an S tier. So I'm going to put it in an A. And there we have it. From the UK snacks that we were asked to choose from, you can probably see a pattern. If for whatever reason you skipped through the video, I didn't like crisps, more or less. If you did like this type of video, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what tier list I should do next. And I'll see you tomorrow for another daily upload. Bye!